Sean Boarman,
What
what's going
up?
on?
Not much, man. How are you?
You miss me?
Always.
I'll be back soon. I'll be back
There's
soon.
just
We will be together and we can go eat food.
I love eating food, especially with you.
Well, you know what? I worry when we get to our Oaks conversation. I'm worried that one of our friends, Jake Ballas, might not want to eat with us after he finds out who you like in the Kentucky Oaks. But this is the Derby. We'll start Derby first. He won't be offended by your choice in the Derby. Well, not your full choice, but one of the horses that you're interested in, and
Mhm.
that is Known Agenda. And I'm a Known Agenda man myself. And for people that aren't, well, kind of a Known Agenda man, people that aren't familiar with you, you're a professional player. You have your own speed figures that focus a lot on late pace. You call it LP, and
Mhm.
they really focus on that, and it's the basis for a lot of the things that you do when you're looking for horses that are improving, horses that will appreciate stretching out, so on and so forth. What is it about Known Agenda that you like?
Well, there's a lot about Known Agenda I like, actually. There's really only one thing I dislike about him, and that's his sort of tendency to break a half a beat slow, depending on post. I think that could get him in trouble. But other than that, I see a horse that's just getting better and better. Um, has proven to handle different pace scenarios, different running styles, really. And he's run inside of horses, he's run outside of horses, and once they put the blinkers on him, he sort of put it together, and now he's very tactical but can finish, and that's what wins derbies, man. Coming around that turn, if you don't have a legitimate grade one finish, you're up against it, and he's got it. He's got everything I look for in a horse, to be honest.
Now, when you say a legitimate grade one finish, I think just I know what you mean because I've seen your work, but you have numbers that you have a final figure like everyone else. It's on the buyer
Mhm.
scale, but then you also have that LP, and that LP is does he have the highest LP in the race?
No, it's not the highest in the race, no, but it's high enough. So when I'm looking at my figures, they're on the buyer scale. So I basically do a buyer number for each point of call, and his final figures are competitive with everybody else. He may be a length or two slower than Essential Quality and some of the top end of this market, but his late pace number is right at 100, and that's sort of the threshold that I look for, where I start separating the Uncle Chucks from the thing that beat Uncle Chuck. I'm totally drawing a blank on what was the big horse last year.
Oh, 'tis the law.
Is the law, yes. So right at 100 is where good horses start to run and prove that they're good horses, in my opinion. And he's got it, and he did it running between horses, quickening between horses. He did it also without his early pace figures going down. They almost all went up or stayed the same. So that's just a sign of an improving horse. To improve your finish by, I'm looking at now, he improved his finish by many links and kept his early numbers the same. And that's just, those horses are just getting better and better and better. He looks to me like he's just sitting on go.
Now, is he going to be kind of your main key? Are you going to be when we're talking multi-race bets on Saturday, May 1st, and I say, Sean, who you using in the Derby? Are you going to say I'm single A to Known Agenda, or are you going to be using a couple of others as well?
That's hard to say without knowing the rest of that sequence. He will be, I will allocate more of my dollars to him than any other one, but I might use some others as well, if that makes sense. Essential Quality, I think you have to use Essential Quality. But I'm sort of down on him for the reasons we just talked about. He's yet to prove that he can finish like a Derby winner should finish. Doesn't mean he won't. They certainly can improve. They do it all the time. But, Known Agenda will take the majority of my money. Probably in all pools, to be honest.
Yeah, that's one of the things I've actually kind of learned and picked up with your style is with these 2 and 3 year olds, there's improvement, and the way that your past performances are set up, you have your own past performances, and the way that you have that information, you are paying attention to horses that are going to improve. I had a bad habit, and I've tried to get better of just seeing what's on the paper and like that's what's going to happen. Like they did that last time. Can they do that again? I wasn't as open to the idea that they did this yesterday. Now they can do this today because of the pattern and the direction that they're going. Do you have a preference where he draws? Do you care one way or another?
I do. I think, because he tends to break a half a length to a length slow almost every single time, I think an inside draw for him could really hurt. I'd much rather see him drawn outside. But that's sort of the tendency with all these Derby horses lately is, you sort of want to be outside speed a little bit. And I think that would be a better trip for him. Like 1, 2, or 3, probably pretty bad. Anything else is probably okay. But I don't want him far, far inside.
Sean, it's been so awesome to see you.
It's been great to see you. Your hair looks beautiful today.
Does it?
It's just spectacular.
Can you see the grays?
I can, and I think that's what really is going to set you off, man. You look
All right, man. We'll see you from Thought. Thanks.
All right.